I'm the host of Talking with Famous People, and a gentleman who plans to stream until 4 o'clock, a little before 4 o'clock. I guess the title not exactly honest. I'll quit like 5 minutes before 4 o'clock. So we got a video conference at 4. Iago's frustrated by having to argue type with somebody. I guess my point to him is that's inherently always and necessarily frustrating. Here's the nature of the thing we're arguing about. Well, Kitty, I don't remember asking for a kitty to come sit right here. All right, move this back. There. There, now you get to be on camera too. Just like you want. So, I just got up from a late morning nap, getting pretty close to being rested again. I get my new Adderall on this upcoming Monday, which is like 6 days from now. And as always, around this time, I'm thinking maybe this upcoming month I'm going to take it as prescribed. I won't have such a huge dopamine crash. Hi, Mean Bird. Hope things are going well with you. May I mention you seem like a nice bird to me. Where have I been? I've been resting, watching TV, petting the kitties, thinking about life. Yes. Thinking about the future, thinking about getting a job, stuff like that. Not really doing much of anything. I did make a wonderful short of me jumping over some logs. Hi, Ruben R. You're not first, you're second. Mean Bird was here ahead of you. But that doesn't make you any less special, Ruben R. I want you to know that you are special. Where? In my heart. Okay? In my heart. Is that. Put my glasses on here. Hi, Arrow's BFF. Arrow must be very happy to have you as a BFF, I'm assuming. All right, well, it's time for some wake up bong rips, of course. It's your truth. I'm glad to know it's your truth. Is that Rachel Strauss? Good morning, Rachel. What's for lunch? Well, I just had a sweet and sour chicken for lunch, so I may make something else, but maybe a little bit later. Oh, kitty. Hi, Cameron. I was just out tending to the plants. I've got one plant that seems like it's really fully ready for harvest. There's no really any reason to delay it any longer, but I figure I'll give it till the weekend before I start chopping it. The the biggest plant and the smaller version of it, whatever strain that is going to be the latest ready. So that should be ready right when you come around in October, and we can harvest that one. Um, going to be a fair amount of work, but oh yes, oh yes, your father knows all about the truth. He knows about the truth of Kitty Glory. So, anyway, I'm basically just killing a little time here because I'm going to talk to Iago at 4 o'clock. And, I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty relaxed, feeling pretty much like I'm not too overwhelmed by Dopamine Valley. Hi, Nikolai Healy. How's it going? So, in some sense, maybe my most productive days are the days when I'm not on Adderall, but also not on Sleepy Week. Right now, I'm still at the tail end of Sleepy Week. You can always tell where I am on Sleepy Week by looking at my face right here and see how flat it is. If it's fully flat, then I'm fully slept up. This is not fully flat, obviously. I need another good couple of nights sleep, which is fine. On this Friday, which is just a few days ago, you often says that ENTPs and ENFPs have have problems with keeping track of things that are already decided, but why ENFJs and ENTJs don't seem to have that problem. Different function stack. Both ENFJs and ENTJs are interfacers, so they're used to dealing with dynamic systems. They expect intentionally to be dealing with dynamic systems. Hi, Matarazzi Sound. Hi, G. Okay, pets for you. Okay. I know you need constant pets for some reason. Well, I will say this. So far, so good at this homegrown. Um, do I play any music? Yes, I play music. I play the guitar. I sing. I can play some other instruments poorly. Oh, Thanapthon. Who's Thanapthon? Is that me? I don't mind being Synapthon. I just didn't know I was. Put this right here in Firecrotch. Was Firecrotch a nickname for Lindsay Lohan? Snap, son. I'm dating an escort. That's not called dating, Zach R. That's called you being a consumer of the service industry. You can't date an escort. Yes, Bennett cheese crackers. I am your grandfather. It's nice to see you, my grandson. Yeah, you're being escorted by an escort. You're not dating because you can't be dating someone unless you agree that, like, okay, we're gonna be monogamous or something. I mean, you could date them casually, I guess, but if you're getting the milk for free from an escort, I guess you're doing something right. I don't know, tricky question. Oh yeah, maybe you meant you're trying to tell how old a Ford Escort is. If you're trying to tell how old a Ford Escort is, just don't even bother. Why are you wanting to get a Ford Escort? It was like it. It was like this when I found it. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too. And may all your Christmases be bright. So I'm in a pretty good mood today. Feeling pretty lively, but not all the way lively. Happy Tuesday to you too. Got 6 days till my Addy re-up. That's kind of nice. He could be romantically involved with a Ford Escort. Maybe he identifies as a will be a good matchup for a Ford Escort, like a Nissan Sentra. Do you think he's a Nissan Sentra and he's trying to date a Ford Escort? I'd say go for it. Both of you don't have a lot of dating capital. Ford Escort, in an attempt to elevate their brand, made one edition called the Harrison Ford Escort, which had a variety of Han Solo themes along with it. Ah, yeah, stretching the last day of the RX cycle of the whole vibe, as the kids say. Well, I'm raw dogging it. I'm raw dogging the next week. Okay, there's this new trend, by the way, if you've not heard of it, of raw dogging things. Like, if you want to raw dog an airplane flight, for example, you just sit there the whole time and you don't have any screens at all. I'm not watching any movies, I'm not listening to anything, I'm just sitting here the whole time. That's called raw dogging it, okay? Right, it's an escort who's gotten plastic surgery to look like Harrison Ford because that's such a high demand for that. It's not just for raw dogging Harrison Ford escorts, no. Raw dogging refers to going through any unpleasant activity without pleasing pleasantnesses like songs or movies or something. You prefer your dog rare, not so much raw. I'm from California, United States, Nikolai Healy. The Golden State, as they call it. Let's go take a look outside. It's a nice day today. Might as well walk around the house. Get my glasses so I can read your important chats. Believe me, if there's anybody who knows how important your chats are, it is I. I thought I saw Rachel on the stairs, but I guess she went back upstairs.
I was on the stairs and I saw Pio and I opened up the blinds for her.
Oh, was she upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh. So it's a lovely day here. And it's a little warm, though. It's fair to say that it's a little warm. But that's fine. It's not really that warm. I mean, I wouldn't want to go, like, jogging right now, but it would be fine if I did. I wouldn't die of heat stroke. So there's the gully for you to see. Here's the shady spot. So one spot of the deck that's in shade right now is over here in the corner. The rest of the deck's all in sunshine. Ah, it's nice. It's lovely outside. I think it's important to go outside a few times a day. Sometimes I get stuck inside all day. If I get caught up in a good TV show or something. I've watched a couple of good shows on Netflix lately. One's called Chaos. It's got Jeff Goldblum as Zeus. It's kind of like Greek mythology told in contemporary times with plenty of artistic license about the mythology part, you know. It's quite entertaining. I watched the whole show. I highly recommend it. It's spelled Kaos. Chaos. How to develop critical thinking as an ENFP. I mean, I think the best strategy would be to just sort of recognize that you're not equipped to make decisions on logical consistency and stuff. Delegate legal papers and other such things to people who are good at that. And just recognize the fact that there's nothing wrong with you making your distinctions on subjective calculi, and just try to, like, I guess, stay in your lane, When you're being asked to interpret stuff that requires a lot of TI, just say, this isn't my gig. INFPs have 8th slot TI. 8th slot's weird. 8th slot's a weird slot. I call it the most unconscious slot because it seems people are least capable of recognizing when they're attending in that fashion and or recalling instances of attending in that fashion. In some sense, you might call it the slot of inertia, but that might just be for me because mine's 8th slot. Like, I don't like vaping at all. Like, a large part of me just says I want to start smoking cigarettes again, but I'm in the inertia of not doing it. Taking that step to change states from not doing to doing is SE, and it's not something I'm good at. It's something that I'd rather. It's like I only do that when it's necessary to support my conscious functions in ways that I do understand, and it just sort of happens. But it doesn't mean it's inadequate when it does happen. And I'm still an action part of myself. I'm still an action person. So if I don't think a situation should be resolved by talking about it more, then I probably do think it should be resolved by taking some other kind of action. Like dancing. No, I mean, I don't know, Five. The point is, even though I'm very not motivated to not smoke cigarettes, I continue to just vape because now I'm in this habit instead. So, changing initiating state change, it involves extroverted sensing, and it's not something that I tend to initiate consciously very much. It's got to be initiated by some other conscious attentional thing. Yeah, it's vapes are a lot cheaper. Like, this thing costs $28, and it'll last way longer than a carton of cigarettes. This might last like a month. Third slot has an easier time introducing new habits. Same with Chris from Mr. Beast. Chris from Mr. Beast, what about him? I'm familiar with the story. He's that, like, predatorial trans person. Who else is totally innocent besides Chris? I mean, I don't think he is, but maybe he is. Who else do you think is innocent, though? Okay. So, but who's the second one? You said Chris and somebody else. Well, I mean, they were very successful. Bill Cosby was also framed. I don't think so. I don't think Chris was framed either. I think Mr. Beast got super huge and was very ill equipped to handle his hugeness. did a lot of super sketchy shit, and I was getting called out for it. But you know, other people may have different interpretations. That's just mine. That's just mine. Here's some forest for you. Hello, forest. How you knowing? Okay. Okay, Cosby. I get that you're trying to be as provocative as possible, but I don't really want to ban or hide you just for being mindlessly provocative. I'd rather give you a chance to be a little more interestingly provocative. So, or engage in some other fashion. You know, if you're looking to trigger an outraged cow, you're in a gunfight with too experienced a cowboy. Liquid outrage from the outraged cow. Well, that was nice. We walked around the house. Now we could, trying to hear tater tots and tasty spots. So let's go, Gregory. That's actually Gerald, not Gregory. With the tater tots and the tasty spots. Yeah, Discordianism is bad. Discordianism is horrible. You know, it was smart people being smug at a time when they didn't really realize how much damage, I guess, misinformation can create. But, you know, they were kind of amoral, I think. And I don't think there's any excuse for that. Everybody's a moral agent and should behave like one. Including, of course, me. Which is probably why I have all of these horrible, intrusive thoughts. That's a good one, Cosby. I knew a guy who played the Discordian back into grade school. You're a funny guy. But you know what? Funny won't save the world, all right? We've got more important things to do than to be funny. Funny's for clowns. But I guess I understand that they didn't really understand how misinformation would play out long term. So be it. I do not believe that Russia is giving guns to children so they can take them to school. Seems not the case to me, but maybe it is. Who knows? Seems like an odd thing to do. If I were superintendent of schools, I wouldn't recommend that as a curriculum thing. Maybe they're unloaded, though. Discordianism is a disavowment of any ontological apprehension. You shouldn't disavow all of your apprehensions, right? You should evaluate them for primacy. Morality is a real thing. We have a bunch of different terms to distinguish between types of wickedness and types of justice. It's insane to say that we should dismiss all of that simply because it's abstract. After all the arguments in favor of dismissing it are also abstract. Oh, yeah, that is so true. I don't, hey, look, for the record, officially, I am not advocating anybody do anything, okay? Absolutely am not. Nevertheless, one must concede the truth of the following statement. And I quote, school can be more enjoyable when one is loaded. It's not wrong. But again, I advocate nothing. I advise nothing. I'm just a guy who's making a YouTube channel. Don't look to me to for how to live your life. I'm living fine, but I'm no role model. Okay? I'm no role model. I'm just a hero. Okay? Big difference between a role model and a hero. Heroes work here. What's the best way of speculating about my type? Assess yourself. I don't know. You should be like, what type am I? Be like, oh, blessed type. Just do it like that. All right, Mr. Canada sucks. Thanks for your input. I don't think he's gonna win. I'm divided as to whether I want him to or not, but what do I respect more, edging or gooning? I don't know what gooning is, so it's hard for me to answer that question. Lucky Newfie. Lucky Newfie? Looks like someone oiled you up. Who was that? Was it Santa Claus? No, I'm not going to watch the debate tonight. I'm not a debate watcher. Value unconscious polar. It's absolutely valued rather than instrumentally. All right, fire crotch. Here we go. All we need to do is find the lighter, though, yo. I wonder where I put it. I wonder where it went. I wonder if I found it inside my tent. How to get over not really liking your own type. I don't know. I don't even get that idea. I don't like myself. It has absolutely nothing to do with my type. I don't think of myself as being defined very much by my type in any meaningful way. You think we're better off now that we're giving women more rights, or are we slowly getting more? I mean, obviously, we're better off with everybody being treated as an individual in every instance, you know? But the world now is, in many ways, vastly superior to how the world was when I was a kid, and in some ways, more challenging. I do not remember the Alamo. I am disillusioned with politics. It's true. If you like yourself but don't like the type you are, you should just be super happy with that. It's much better than the alternative. I don't like myself much of the time. I often say I hate myself. I say it many times a day. I sing a song many times a day. I hate myself when I think about me. So, better to like yourself and hate your type than to like your type and hate yourself. Well, it's easier for Jesus to love me than it is for me to love me. from this SI conscious TI tool. I remember everything I've ever done that's bad, and those memories intrusively come and invade my head, and I feel guilty, and then I say I hate myself. Or, alternately, I start worrying about something in the future and think, oh, that thing's not resolved enough yet, or whatever. Like I need to deal with that, and then I haven't dealt with it yet, and I say I hate myself because I don't know. That's a bad habit I got into, I guess. I think it started when I was being a drunk. I used to say all the time, shame and anxiety, shame and anxiety. I wish I were dead. I wish I were dead. I used to say that all the time. Self-loathing, like pain more broadly, is your birthright as a human. We all tend to loathe people, though, who don't seem to see their own flaws. Yeah, well, maybe that's true. Um, I don't think it's healthy. I don't think I'm healthy, and I think that doing that is a strong indicator that I'm not healthy in some fashion. I do eat meat. Yes, I eat pigs, cows, and chickens. That's basically it. And dairy products and eggs. I think it'd be wonderful if we could all live in a world where we understood our place, enjoyed fulfilling our role, felt loved by others, and loved by ourselves because of our clear conscience and lack of failures in life. Wouldn't that be wonderful? That's the dream of the, uh, what's that movie called? The Meow of the
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. You don't eat anything with a face or a butthole? Okay. Well, good news is bacon has neither a face nor a butthole.
Can I have some of our weed?
Sure. You want me to roll you a joint?
If you could.
Sure.
Thank you.
No, it doesn't. You're thinking of pigs. Pigs and bacon are different. I also don't eat pigs. They need to be made into bacon first.
Do you like ham?
Sure. Good ham. I like a nice honey baked ham.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's like a Christmas treat.
And the reason it's okay to eat cows and pigs and chickens is because we raise them for that purpose. They wouldn't even exist at all if we didn't raise them for that purpose.
Do you think we, as the human race, as aliens, saw these animals as a way to get food? Like it was like, oh, these things are roaming around. Maybe we could have them for dinner.
Yeah, I mean, I think the species has always been omnivorous and with a particular fondness for maximizing their food consumption, energy gains, etc., by eating other animals rather than just plants. If you eat just plants, like let's say if you eat grass, then you gotta spend all day just walking around eating grass and eating grass and eating grass.
Well, it reminds me of Danny on Naked and Afraid, Last One Standing. Because,
Mm-hmm.
being a vegetarian, she couldn't make it because she wasn't getting the nutrients. So she had to tap out medically.
Yeah, well, Olympian, you sure have strong opinions about diet. You seem very provocative and kind of this, you know, seeking to trigger a release of outrage or something way that Cosbeast was. Is it possible you're the same person? I think it might be. I think it might be. Olympian, I hate to be the first one ever to point this out to you, but you don't have to eat the gross parts of things, right? You don't eat the guts, you don't eat the butthole, you don't eat the face, you chop the head off, you just eat the good parts. Joy. It's like, have you never heard of a knife before?
It's just like on Naked and Afraid again. Like, when they get a big animal, they have to process it before eating it.
Right.
And they don't eat every single, like, they don't eat the eyeballs and stuff. They eat the main parts of the animal.
Right. They don't eat the butthole.
No.
God, Olympian, how dumb are you? Olympian thinks that if you eat any part of an animal, you have to eat every part of them. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, I hope I'm eating that soul with the meat, you know? Get a little extra soul in me.
Are you Buddhist?
I believe that I can achieve more soul by eating the animals and taking their soul inside of me.
Yes.
Digesting their meat and turning it into extra soul.
Extra
I am French.
soul.
Hello from Paris. Bonjour. Quelle heure est-il? L'autobus à la playa.
Is La Playa the same?
La plage. La plage. C'est la vie. Okay, well that's good. That's funny. I remembered with Rachel's help that, in fact, it's not playa. That's Spanish. It's plage.
My mom apparently, she started off taking Spanish classes, and then she moved over to French, and she couldn't get it because every other word that she would say would be in Spanish.
Yeah, it's easy to get the two confused.
Mm-hmm.
But their accents are very different.
Yeah, she said it was very different, but she just couldn't get the Spanish out of her brain.
Anna Mayos Otis Jimenez is back.
Oh, that's funny.
Are you more left or conservative, both of you? My guess is Rachel is more conservative than you.
That's funny.
I am a correctist. I'm neither a liberal nor conservative. I'm just correct on every specific political issue.
I'm definitely not conservative. Not in the way that, politics these days say so.
If you had like 10 people interview each of us, me and Rachel, on our specific policy positions, probably Rachel would score more liberal than me.
Yeah, I would. I definitely would.
I might score more libertarian than anything, I guess. Who wears the pants? At the moment, I'm wearing pants.
Yes.
I'm wearing modesty pants.
You are.
And Rachel is wearing a dress.
Yeah, with modesty shorts underneath.
Modesty shorts, nice. I like it. Gen X is the best generation. Shout out to my parents. Well, you know what? Gen X is fine. I don't evaluate people by their generation.
I don't either, but it's trending now to do so. I don't either.
I tend to try to treat individuals like individuals. Is not good smock in the home. I don't know what that means.
Like, it's not good to smoke in the home?
Oh, smoke in the home. Oh, she's smoking a joint. We don't smoke cigarettes, so it's fine. I agree, it's not good to smoke cigarettes in your house because it makes your house stink like cigarettes. But smoking weed in the house doesn't seem to do that at all.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe for a minute or two after you smoke a joint in here, it'll smell like weed, like for the
Yeah.
next hour or two. But it doesn't accumulate to that gross stale smell you get when you smoke cigarettes inside the house.
I used to hate that gross stale smell, and it sinks into the furniture. You can't get rid of it.
Yeah. So I never did smoke inside this house when I smoked cigarettes. And I'm sure Rachel appreciated that.
You're fine, Zeb-V.
Yeah, your English is fine. I just had to figure it out. I didn't mean to make fun of it or anything. I genuinely didn't understand what you meant because smock is a word. It just didn't make any sense in that context.
No, but it's close to smoke.
Right.
So
Well, your intuition, her introverted intuition was better than mine. I would pick on Gen X, but Gen Z negates all the mockery. Well, good for Gen Z. So I've got an hour and 10 minutes of streaming left before I have to meet with Iago on video conference.
Oh. Is Iago from the channel?
Well, I mean, yeah, he has his own channel. He has his own channel in which he speaks in Spanish.
Oh, okay. You typed him already.
I typed him ISFJ. I still think he's an ISFJ. He still thinks he's an INFP.
Okay.
But, that's fine. I think what we're going to talk about tonight is the subject of arguing about cognitive functions and why it tends to be a pointless endeavor. Kitty, kitty, meow, meow pants. You are so full of meows.
Oh, he is.
Well, I think in a minute or two, you and I will go up to the street and get the trash cans and bring them back down to the house.
Wow.
Because we've got a problem. We've got empty trash cans up on the street. They were picked up yesterday. Cognitive functions are not vague at all if you understand them properly. It's just a reality that people pass through time in predictable ways. This is why we have the conversation of personality at all. Why is it that every day I wake up, I'm some variant of Eric, and I never act like Rachel? What's the core difference in who we are? And the answer is we move through time by paying attention, and that there are different ways of paying attention, and people pay attention in habitually different ways. Just as there are ways of moving through the world with your hands. You can be right-handed, which means you just instinctively use your right hand for all of the things you have to do. Or you could be left-handed, where you instinctually use your left hand for all the things you do. Reflexively, I should say. Cognitive functions are the same way in terms of strategies of paying attention. So there are 16 possible configurations because there are 4 possible ways of paying attention, each of which has 2 expressions. I'm going to be talking about all this with Iago, too. I have a document I'm going to use, in fact. Alright, I'm going to get the trash cans now. You guys watch from there. It'll be exciting. Okay.
Here it comes.
Now, Rachel, can you turn the camera and follow me? Just turn that. No. Put it where it is, but turn that front thing. Nope, yeah. Turn it like that. There you go, like that. To follow me all the way down to the house. Okay. I call that trash can action coming at you. Trash can action. How do you do?
Trash can action.
Coming at you.
Trash can action.
How do you do? Okay. We've got a lid here. It didn't make it to its intended destination, which is on top of this one. Right there. It doesn't fit very well because this trash can's kind of warped, or maybe the lid is. It's good enough. Now we have all 4 trash cans where they belong. What other chores do we need to do?
I'm doing laundry right now. Do we have anything in the that needs to be loaded in the dishwasher?
I should empty the existing dishwasher first.
I think it's empty and it's got, or I don't know. Yeah, maybe it needs to be empty.
Who wants to avoid answering the question? Right. This is why I don't want to watch those things. There's no substantive discussion of policy in any of them ever. It's like an insult to the word debate. Okay. I'm gonna do maybe Rachel will help either by just handling the camera and be helpful even.
Sure.
I'm going to do these dishes. So did you empty out all the way the dishwasher?
No, I don't
Okay.
think I did. I'm
I
sorry.
only partial emptied it, so I'll finish emptying that first. First, I'll wash my hands and turn on some lights. You deserve to see the spectacle of doing the dishes well lit. You want all the exciting action. I can understand that. You know what, Rachel?
Yeah.
Let me set this up a little bit better for you, okay?
Okay.
So you can be a real live camera woman.
Thank you.
We're gonna turn it around
Much easier. And then I can tell you what they're saying too.
this way, and then now you could like zoom in if you want, and zoom out. You can do exciting things like that.
Thank you.
All right. I've washed my hands. It's time to turn on some more lights to get the lighting supreme to show you the real truth of cleaning the kitchen. Here in the Rise of Pleasant Core, we do pleasant things like pleasant chores.
We really do live in Pleasant Core.
Well, that wasn't very pleasant. But it's okay. We're going to make up for it by being extra pleasant from now on. 1 big spoon. 2 big spoons. 3 big spoons. 4 big spoons. 5 and 6 big spoons. And 7 big spoons. 1 small spoon. 2 small spoons. 8 big spoons. 3 small spoons, 1 long fork, 1 long fork, 1 long fork, 1 shorter fork, and 1 camping fork which goes right there. This knife will go in a different drawer and another small spoon. And voila! Just like that. As easy as magic, plus 1, 2, 3. We're done. We're done putting these things away. Now we're going to slide that right down there. What do you think we have up here? Glasses and bowls, bowls and glasses. Let's get some of these glasses out of here.
Thank you, Jeremiah Fix. Thank you, Comedy Flu.
We're going to put the glasses up here. Rachel wants to come and show the real action of glass pudding. It's pretty exciting. I'm going to line these glasses all along the back here. Just bam. All the way back. Bam.
Oh, it looks so nice.
Yeah. We'll put the mugs up here because mugs are different than glasses. Okay, for the moment, we're done with this cabinet. We're going to open up this cabinet where I think what you're going to get to witness here is a little bit of bowl pudding. Here's a bowl. There's a bowl. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of all these same kind of bowls. Just gonna slide those right there. Oh yeah. We've got these extra bowls. Put those right there. Alright, now we're gonna go down to the bottom shelf where we still have 2 bowls left unaccounted for. You can see them here. One of these bowls. Well, note this is the same as this bowl, so let's go ahead and put that there. This one's the same as this bowl. These 2 are kind of like odd men out. I'm going to slide those right there. Now we're looking pretty well organized, except you can see the following problem here. Now, there. Now we have all the bowls organized properly. Well, those don't fit there. But that's fine. We just have it like that.
Very organized.
It looks nice, right?
Yeah.
Would you say it's pleasant?
It is pleasant. In terms of cabinets filled with bowls, it's very pleasant. Very organized.
There. I wish they were a little straighter, but you know what? Leaning tower of bowls gives a little character too.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, now we've got to refill this dishwasher with dirty dishes. We've got this wooden spoon, for example. Just put that up here in this thing. And, of course, we've got a bowl. But you know what I want to do before I do the other bowls and stuff? I want to do the big things first. Because we've got 2 big things to put in here. This big thing is the mixing bowl mixer. I mean, the mixing bowl. The mixer's bowl. The mixing bowl. This is what I call the rice pot, but it can be used for other things, obviously.
It's so the rice pot.
Yeah, it's what I make rice in every time. Now I'm just getting some of this stuff that's clogging the drain and throwing it in the trash can. A little bit of potato peel and rice. Alright, there. Now I've got the rest of the dishes to put in here. I've got this mug. I've got another mug. I've got a third mug. Now we're going to move into the category of bowls. I've got one of these blue bowls. This might be a little overly ambitious. I'm going to see if I can get a second blue bowl right there. I think I can. I think I did.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Now we've got some silverware. We're going to gather all that up together. And we're going to put that right like so. We'll just divvy it up between the various places. Now we've got a couple of bigger bowls. These bowls can go right here. Like that. And we've got this mixing knob attachment. Put that right there. And we also have, of course, this knife and this cutting board. But I'm not going to put this in there. I'm going to just wash this knife by hand and put it back in the drawer. And the same with the cutting board. I'm just going to wash it by hand and put it back where it goes. The mixer I'm planning on maybe leaving out because I really like to deal with potatoes that way. It's a great way of mixing all the stuff together.
Speaking of, I'm gonna take some potatoes, put them in the fridge.
Last night, Rachel and I had mashed potatoes. Basically, it was just baked potatoes with all the stuff that we put on it and mushed together by the mixer. So here's the knife. We'll put that in there. Now we've got to clean off this cutting board. So we'll start with a little water. Scrape out these spots with our fingers using a scraping-like motion. Then, watch out for the ear. Let me close this.
Oh,
Then we'll get this brush. No, then we'll get this brush. This brush here, if you fill it up with soap, like now, put the lid back on. Now, hey, look at me. I'm squirting soap. So if you don't have one of these contraptions, I recommend getting one. I think they make for very effective washing companions.
Light Tip says, "What's up? What are you up to?" And I love how you entertaining yourself by washing dishes.
Yes, well, it is entertaining when I'm being filmed doing it and explaining what I'm doing. As you can see, I've soaked both sides and I've scrubbed them with this handy device. Now,
It really is.
It really is. It's better than, say, this.
Yeah.
Even though this is useful for certain things. There's certain things you have to scrape, so it's got a scraping edge here, you know.
It's good for scraping the sink. Like when stuff gets stuck.
Good for scrubbing the sink too, I'm sure. You know, it's got its uses, but this thing is very nice to have.
Where did you? I never knew of that before you. Where?
I don't remember when I first encountered it either, but I mean, I don't remember when I first encountered it, but I do remember that when I did encounter it first, I was like, oh, that's nifty.
It really is. You just squirt a little out and then scrub away.
Squirt and scrub, scrub, scrub.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to dry this off. Reasonably dry. It doesn't have to be Sahara Desert dry. It'll dry in the cabinet too. But I'm going to put it away where it goes. Where does it go, Eric? It goes right here. Under this thing, right on top of those things. Just like that. Alright, we've got one more bit of cleaning up to do. We've got one dirty pan plus 3 lids. Maybe actually 2 more bits of cleaning up to do because I need to wipe down the counters as well. So, we're going to get this pan. And in this instance, we might be well served to start with this brush instead of this brush because, one, I don't want to get that brush as dirty as this is going to get it. 2, as I mentioned before, this has a scrapey side on it. So if there's anything particularly stubborn, I can get it with a scraper.
Hey, pretty good.
Yes, you might say say represents more of a coarse-grained sandpaper, whereas that other one represents more of a fine-grained sandpaper.
That's a good way of comparing it.
A good analogy.
Yeah, analogy.
Alright. This is pretty clean, but not really all the way clean. So I would get it with this now. A little soap there. Give it a good scrub, scrub, scrub. Rub-a-dub-dub. 3 minutes in a tub. What in the world are they doing? I think we know. Okay. So we're going to just push down these little things that are in the drain. Or throw them away. And we're going to rinse this off until it's clean enough to do surgery on. Of course, you have to be very small to lie in this pan to have surgery done.
Yeah, you would. Maybe like a little squirrel.
Yeah, you could do surgery on a squirrel in this pan. Alright. Well, this pan's clean. And clean things go where clean things go. And that, my friends, is under here. Go on top of this other pan here. Just right there near the stove. I'm going to wipe down this counter a bit. We have this partially wet paper towel. Might as well make use of it there. We've got a couple more things to go. Lid number 1, as you see, is dirty. It's got grease all on it. We're going to take the same approach as last time.
Heather P says, miss you both.
Well, thanks, Heather P. We appreciate your sentiments. You don't miss us now, because here we are. And as you see, we're cleaning the lid to this pan. I'm using soap. I'm using a swooshing around action with this brush. And go like that. We're going to also get the top. Get the top. There you go.
Edward Stankfingers asks, how far along in your cosmic journey are you, brother?
Unfortunately, I'm still just 1/4 of a mile along. Most people my age are, thousands of miles into their journey.
Wow, really?
I never got past the very beginning. I just stuck around the starting line.
Well, maybe it's like a case of the tortoise and the hare.
Or maybe the course is circular and everyone else is just going to come back to where I already am.
So yeah, you've been smart standing where you are.
That's possible. One never knows. Maybe that's why I just stayed there. I'm at checkpoint J. Wouldn't that be cool if people's cosmic journeys had clearly defined checkpoints?
I would like that.
I want somebody to grade me on my cosmic journey. I want the honest grade though, even if it's like a D. I'm fine with getting a D, as long as it's not failing.
As long as what?
As long as it's not failing, I don't want to get an F.
Oh, okay.
I can handle a D.
So you think a quarter way around is a D?
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. This is the
Yeah,
problem with
we
the
don't know
whole
how
cosmic
long.
journey. I need to know what the grading metrics are before I begin, or I won't know where to go.
It's true. It's a loaded question.
Yeah. In terms of my physical journey, I'm within 500 miles of where I began. I was born within 500 miles of where we live now.
Okay.
In that regard, along in terms of her physical journey, Rachel's further along than I. She's a couple of thousand miles
It makes sense.
away from where she was born.
In one of my Spotify groups, I'm the oldest soul.
The oldest soul in the group.
Yeah.
10,050 years old.
Oh, wow.
That's all. Alright. We have gotten now all of the lids clean. Look at us go. It's almost like we're not having too much of a dopamine issue at the moment.
Oh, speaking of, I'm going to take my Prozac. I'll be right back.
Cool. Hey Rachel.
Yeah.
Zack me up, will you?
Excuse me?
Zack me up. Can I have a Prozac too?
Wait, what?
Can I have a Prozac too?
Yeah. Yeah, of
That's
course.
what I meant by Zack me up.
Oh, Zack me up. Oh, of course, of course.
Thank you, darling.
I hope it does something for you.
I don't think it will, but I think it might just sort of steady you out a little bit or something. I basically never take her Prozac, but it just sounded appealing to me right now for some reason. I know, Prozac's not a fun drug. But, you know, it's fun to just take a pill sometimes. Thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
I'm getting zapped. Hmm?
I was going to say, I would offer you my coffee to drink, but it's black.
I'll find my coffee to drink then. That's a good start on the cleaning.
It really is. Looks great. Thank you for doing the dishwasher.
Oh, we should start it.
Start run it?
Yeah, we should run it. Can you go put the thing in and run it?
Good thing.
Can I have your Instagram, Heather? Says Octaviano. Can you make Deadpool moves? We need that dance. I don't know what Deadpool moves are. I can, I can do the ray gun. Are we still playing games? I don't know. Were we playing games? Sup, peoples, says Blue Elvis Draw. Sup, Blue Elvis Draw. Hi, Edward Stankfingers. I wasn't telling you to be quiet, Octaviano. I was just reading your thing that you said. Not much. Heather P. was in the hospital with severe blood clots.
That's scary.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that too.
I didn't say you bothered her. Jeez. It's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. All right? We're all fine.
I'm so glad.
Octaviano, I love you too. And you too, Heather P. Even you, Edward Stankfingers, but not your fingers. No, I'm not going to watch the debate. I believe there is a baseball game on tonight, which I plan to watch.
Hi, Blue Elvis Straws.
Because they stank, Ed, that's why. Because they stank. I don't want that stank. Says your name. That's who. Says your name. Nobody's bothering you, Heather P? Well, maybe it's about time I start bothering you. Hey, Heather P, you got something on your face. Clean it up already. You're looking dirty.
Oh, that might like bother a person.
Your makeup doesn't even go with your skin. Get your color palette right. Do you think that belt goes with that outfit? No way. You're mismatched, like mismatch of mismatchingtons.
You're just like, um, Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah. So maybe you should get some aloe for those burns.
Oh.
Anyhow, now that I've bothered Heather, was thinking about maybe running the 100-yard dash.
Wow.
Could do that.
How do you know?
How long 100 yards
Yeah.
is? Well, it should be like 100 long paces, really. That's about a yard, right? So I wonder, like, how many times around our driveway is 100 yards. Let's go see if we can count it out, okay? Keeping in mind that you can't get too far away from the house without losing Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Try to film me walking it around, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can break the world record in the 100-yard dash. I think I probably can. I should be able to. I've never really tried before. I'm sure if I give my best effort, I should be able to. Okay, so let's see how many yards it is. You film me, walk along with me. When I get up the street, then come over here to the other side.
Okay.
You're coming down. Okay, ready? We'll start from, let's see. We'll start from this line here. Okay. One end of this line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Fifty-seven, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 5, 56, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so 100-yard dash goes from here around one time up to the top again. That's 100 yards. So all I need to do is run that in less than 9 seconds. Be the world record holder.
Not too shabby. Meow.
How many do you think I can run that in less than 9 seconds?
Yeah. Love you too, Henry.
What do you think my time will be on that? 8.3 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm going to put on some shoes. We can time it out and see.
Okay. So I'm gonna say 7.2 seconds.
You really got me setting a world record. Probably like 26 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let me put some shoes on. Let's go put some shoes on and we're going to find out. Rachel can time me on her phone. Of course, there's two ways to run it. The easier way and the harder way. The easier way to run it, you start at the top of the driveway, run down, around, down again, and then some distance from the that I haven't measured. But we're going to have to do it the hard way because I didn't measure it the easy way. Oh, no, I see. Yeah, you just run down the hill an extra time. Right. That would be the easy way to do it. But we'll try it the hard way first, then we'll try it the easy way, okay? And we'll see how close I get to the world record time. I'm pretty fast, you know. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to have starting blocks. So I'm just going to have to start from a standing start. So I'm at a disadvantage here. Obviously, if I had starting blocks, that would shave multiple seconds off of my time. All right, I've got my socks on. Double socked for performance. I'm gonna get my running shoes on, and we are going to see how long it takes me to run the 100-yard dash. Obviously, it's not Olympic certified course. It's not flat and it's not straight. But nevertheless, it would be a good indicator of whether or not I can break the world record. How close I am. Let's go find out. I've got half an hour till my video conference. Okay, Rachel, you ready? Yeah. You ready to film the performance of a lifetime? Film and time, right. So.
Okay, so, all right.
Okay. Okay. And so it's not over till I reach the top up there.
Okay.
Okay. The second time. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. You say go.
Ready, set, go.
I'm rich. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. I'm the best. I'm rich. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. I'm the best.
24 seconds.
I'm rich. I'm the best.
24 seconds.
I'm the greatest. I'm the
Bye.
Not bad at all.
You just have to run a little more than twice as fast to make it to the world record time.
You did a great job. You were really fast.
Thanks. I wonder who called me.
It was Kui, so probably Chloe.
Okay. I'll wrap this up in about 15 minutes.
Drink a bottle of water. What you
I'm
got?
fine, yeah.
Everybody knows how to run.
If it were straight, I would have gotten faster. You have to slow down a lot to turn the corners. All right. This close to the world record. Just seconds away from the world record. Let's see what Chloe has to say. Whew. Well, it's true I don't do a lot of exercise, but I do some, you know. Like digging holes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like I'm the best and the greatest? Not really at the moment.
You did so well.
Yeah. I feel just like normal right now. I do have long legs, you know.
Yes, you are an advantage because of that, but you did good. I mean, you really went fast. It showed all your training as a young kid with your dad, young man, and
Yeah, it makes me want to go jogging. I don't know Edward's tank fingers. It's a silly question. Probably quite a few. Excellent clarifying question, Daniel. A necessary one to answer as well. I think that's what I call a well-earned bong rip. Maybe I'll start running around the short circle.
that's not a bad idea.
Telling myself I leave my phone here, set stopwatches go, and try to do it faster every day. Or every time I do it. All at once, not one at a time. I don't know. I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to refuse to fight them, I think. No, I'm not going to watch the debate. Also, are we talking girls or boys? I think I could probably handle more fifth grade in a fight. If I had to, probably handle more fifth grade girls. But mixed, okay. So even mixed, like 50-50? Okay. Are they trained? How much
Yeah, this is.
how much fight training do they have? Have they studied Krav Maga? Are they proficient in Krav Maga?
Oh, kidney shots. Ow.
Just regular kids, huh? A lot. I think I could handle a lot. I think I'd be able to scare them away, yeah.
That would be a good tactic.
Yeah. Well, assuming they're really determined to get you, I'm imagining that you wouldn't have to make more than one or two of them cry before the rest of them run away. I don't know why these fifth graders are so out to get me, though. If they were really regular kids, they wouldn't be out to get me.
Hey, simple girl.
Hi, simple girl. We missed you too. And you just missed me almost setting the world record in the 100-yard dash. I made it in 24 seconds. 24 point something seconds. That's just like 15 seconds off the world record. And I know I can easily shave a couple seconds off my time just by trying harder. The trickiest part are the corners, because I have a round 100-yard dash track. It's also not flat; it goes up and down. Oh, I took away their PlayStation. I just give it back to them at that point. I'd be like, I don't know why I took this away from you. I'm not normally a thief like that. I do have long legs.
Yeah.
I do have long legs.
If you would be a spider, you'd be Daddy Longlegs.
Also known as a harvestman? Oh, wait.
Something like that.
It's something like that,
Yeah.
but not that. It's Tuesday taco night. It could be. I can make tacos. We have all the ingredients for tacos. It's not a bad suggestion,
Yeah,
but
that's not a bad suggestion.
the thing to remember is I have a 4 o'clock video conference. So this stream is going to end in about 2 minutes or so. Maybe actually 15, maybe like 5 minutes, because 7 minutes, because I got to contact her. I've got to see what Chloe wants. She suggested a certain time. I just got to put it on the calendar, really. And then I got to talk to Iago Ferrero about personality type stuff, particularly about arguing about it. I see. Well, your girlfriend thinks about things that might happen, you know. Let's say there's a zombie apocalypse. Maybe they're all zombies.
If there's all zombies, you're gonna have to drive because I don't know stick.
That's fine. I will drive in case of a zombie apocalypse.
Cool, thanks.
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. Hi, Iago.
Hey, G.
Just streaming right now, killing time, waiting to talk to you. Yeah, okay. Finish your meal. I got 20 minutes left till it starts. Yeah, of course. What exercises am I doing to improve my breast size and firmness? Good question. The answer is the 100-yard dash. The 100-yard dash. It's not YSGO, it's IAGO. God. I's are not Y's and S's aren't A's. Everyone knows that, G. At the Copacabana, music and passion are always in fashion. At the Copa, you fall in love. I'm also doing that dance
Wow.
to improve. I'm just trying to get them more pert and firm, not trying to change the size of them. They're perfect the way they are.
Aww,
I'm not.
they really are.
I'm not embarrassed of my A cups at all. I think this is how God meant them to be.
Yeah.
Spring break!
Whoa!
Whee!
Whoa!
Spring break!
It's always spring break somewhere. That's not true.
I like that statement.
Thanks. Thanks.
You know, it's always spring break somewhere. It's fantastic. Anyways, still haven't menstruated. Fingers crossed. And just kind of killing time these days for a little while before I go and pay a whole bunch of bills, including property taxes, you know.
Yeah, I know.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Well, you know, probably to turn leaves into gold.
Ooh. I like that.
You'd always have plenty of money. People would wonder where all the gold leaves were coming from. You probably want to melt them down a bit first. You could just take them in and say, my grandfather did a bunch of this fine metalwork in gold with these leaves. I'd like to sell them. So, well, they're not worth more than the gold. He says, that's fine. Just melt them down. That'd be a good power to have. The power to make an empty pill bottle fill up with any drug you want. I think I'll take that superpower. It's even better than the gold, probably. A little more dangerous, too. If you just get the gold, then you have to still figure out how to get the drugs. Diamonds aren't worth that much, really. You want to have gold. Gold is worth a lot of money. Stop worrying about fifth graders, Edward. I've got muscle everywhere on my body. Everywhere on my body is pure muscle. Okay. You're going on timeout for being pedo.
They not like us. They not like us.
Yeah.
Probably this thing. I think for your pecs, this thing is good.
I think in general, chesty women who do a lot of exercise end up probably more saggy, you know. If they persist in running, for example.
That's true.
And so all the bouncing. I do let them out sometimes, just not in front of the camera, Gator.
What do you think about being an A cup if your stylist suggested a long V-neck dress for you?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily oppose it if it were like sort of tight all around.
Oh yeah?
Like it didn't require a lot of voluptuousness to fill it out. It just sort
Okay.
of accented the. If it were tight, I would be okay with it, I think.
Cool. Would you want tight sleeves too, or would you like flowy sleeves? Or
Maybe I have flowy sleeves. I'm not sure. Right? And I'd see the whole outfit, you know. Work it a little. You look too good to be keeping all the goods concealed, says Gator. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. And
Thanks,
Daniel
that's
points out you cannot equate strength training to cardio like running, Eric. It's not the same.
Oh well.
Cardio doesn't really build muscle all that much. It builds your cardio muscle, your heart.
Your heart muscle.
That's a muscle, Daniel.
Mhm.
That's the most important muscle of all, except for your penis.
Yeah.
I don't even think your penis is a muscle.
I don't know what it is.
Daniel, I live in an invisible world. Okay. Okay. Gator / other person. You're going back on timeline. Penis is a bone.
Oh, so you can break it.
It can be broken, but I haven't broken mine, thank God.
No, yeah, thank God. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up SI. I didn't bring it up, but
Yeah, it's fine. It used to wank to a 90s aerobic show. Well, good for you, G. Good for you. Sure, the ladies in the 90s aerobic show feel very proud of themselves. Oh, man. All right, well, in 3 minutes I have to go. 3 minutes, because I need to contact Chloe, deal with that, then I need to get set up for Iago. I also need to take a antacid pill. I'm starting to feel a little acidy in my stomach.
why are we?
Just don't. These people are just going to get timed out by me because they're just here to try to be like the wrong kind of edgy. No, I'm not going to watch the debate. I just can't. Such endeavors are
Oh,
insults
man.
to the
I'm
word
actually-
debate.
I mean, I understand why you. That's a good reason not to watch the debate. I hate being out of the know, though. I hate hearing it secondhand.
Well, maybe you want to watch it then. All right, so goodbye, everybody. I'm off to deal with stuff that I have to deal with. And I wish you all the best.
Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.
Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.